Lots of larger planes have pull-pull systems today, but my ESM-0 had 3 sets of them coming from the tail to the servos. Then while looking through the instructions, I seen this is how they wanted me to hook up the pull-pull. Just loop it through the steel arm. Well, that's stupid. So I went and picked up a Sullivan pull-pull kit. This kit gives you 30 feet of braided stainless steel wire that's brass plated to make it easy to solder. You get the solder on ends, and you even have a nylon sheath that you can use if the cables rub against something. In the systems I'm working with in this video, all the cables are suspended, so I didn't use the sheath. Because the area is so confined at the tail, I started out by making all my cables and putting one end on them and securing that at the tail, and then running the cable up to the front so I could measure off and cut it off where I needed it. I assemble one of the ends with a ball link and put that on the servo so I can stretch the cable out and see exactly how long the cable needs to be. I put some flux on the cable and then run that into the end, push it in and out a couple of times and rub some of the flux into the hole just to make sure we get a good amount of it in there. Then I can hold the soldering iron on the coupler, not the cable. We put the soldering iron about 1/4 of an inch from the end of the coupler. Then I touch the solder where the cable enters the coupler and the heat draws the solder into the coupler. After cooling, I use this pliers because it has very pronounced teeth. When I squeeze it on the coupler, it makes little stake lines across the coupler, just further secures the cable. Then I can install the cable and check the tension. We don't want this tight like a guitar string, but we want it snug. If need be, we can make adjustments right at the ball link. I like to do all this stuff at the servos because you usually have a lot more room to work there and it's a lot easier. Especially in this case because I've got 6 cables coming up here. The 2 outside cables on this servo go to the rudder. The inside 2 operate the tail wheel. I don't even want to think about what this would look like with all the little loops like most of the pull-pull systems are supposed to have. The Sullivan kit makes this a nice, simple, clean installation and everything works just fine.